All right, there we go. Do I seem taller sitting on the step stool? I actually really like to sit on the step stool. It's one of my most comfortable positions. My mother would be horrified. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and yeah, today, Tales from the Step Stool. Just wanted to come on and say hey to all of my new subscribers. Hi to all of my old subscribers and faithful friends. Thank you so much for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. When I started this channel back in January, none of my friends and family knew. Andrew did not know. I'm up at like 3 o'clock in the morning doing all kinds of cooking things. He wakes up and is like, are you nuts? But you know, that's kind of a rhetorical question. We've been together long enough. He knows that I'm not quite, right? But it's great fun. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy cooking. I could do without the dishes. I'll be real honest about that. Because let me tell you that if you have a cooking channel on YouTube, you will never do more dishes in your life. I think even when I worked at the hotels and, had to sometimes do dishes, yeah, I still think this beats it. That was hundreds of people. Anyhow, all day long dishes. I'm sorry that you always see my pile drying over there, but I think a pile of clean dishes still means that your kitchen's clean. I could be wrong. You can let me know down below. Anyhow, am I going to talk about anything of any real value? Yes, I am. So I need to do a little bit of housekeeping. I need to send some shout outs to some people who have really encouraged me in my YouTube journey, and I couldn't be more grateful to them, as grateful as I am to all of you for watching. Absolutely. Just hitting like 414 subscribers, and I never thought I would get past 25 subscribers, and none of those were family and friends. I only think a couple of my family and friends are even, subscribed. So thank you so much. But for my co-creators who have generously welcomed me to the YouTube creator family, thank you so much. And first of all, a shout out to my good friend and neighbor, Jerry Ellen. We're neighbors by about 2,700 miles, but it feels like she lives right next door. She's always there with an encouraging word, and she is great fun. If you haven't seen Jerry Ellen over at Cooking with Neighbors, yeah, she's a funny Canadian woman, and she can cook up a storm. She's fantastic. Give her a whirl. Also, hello, Carol over at Plain Vanilla Grandma. She's anything but plain or vanilla. She's a spicy little dish, let me tell you. And I love her. It's just like being on the phone with your friend. What did you do today? And she tells you, all the good, the bad, the ugly, what have you. And she cooks and she saves money, and she's got great tips for seniors. I love that. Also, Mima and Gigi's Place. If you're not watching them, they are just precious. And they've got a Christmas in July special. And honestly, nobody should miss that. The Mima and Gigi, mother and daughter. Gigi's the great-grandma. Mima is the grandma. And they cook and have the best time. Mima takes care of Gigi. She's her caregiver. And they are both absolutely precious, and their recipes, hot diggity, they can't be beat. They live not too far from me, so, hello, I just think you're adorable. I've watched that Christmas in July episode. They're dressed up so cute. I've watched it about 10 times. Yeah, they're a hoot and a half. And then Maniac Grammys Homestead, she is fantastic. I love her accent, and she's got all kinds of budget tips. I think I think she might even be able to beat me in a budget contest. I don't know. It'd be a close call. I don't want to go up against her. She looks formidable. Anyhow, yeah, she's great. And she has an open collaboration that I joined yesterday, and should have mentioned it in the video, but it's hot. I got heat brain. Anyhow, I joined her budget meals under $5, and yeah, that was great fun. You know I like a challenge. So look at her look at her YouTube channel. Look at all of her budget meals and all of my co-creators that join in that open collaboration. There's some great tips and tricks in there. Other than that, I don't know. I'm hoping that we get through this summer. I did buy groceries today, but in the struggle to get them from the car to the house, they were melting so bad. I just had to put them all in the refrigerator and freezer and hope for the best. So unfortunately, no grocery haul today. You know, maybe I can pull it out tomorrow and when it's a little bit cooler in the morning and get that all out there. Anyhow, one of my subscribers asked me for a pantry tour, and I said, you won't be very impressed because I really don't hoard food. I have a well-stocked pantry, but, you know, I don't have big buckets full of supplies. Andrew and I, we learned our lesson during Y2K. For those of you that don't remember, when the century, the millennia was turning over into, you know, from 1999 to 2000, there was a big concern that all of the computers would go haywire with the date change, and companies spent millions of dollars updating their software. We did benefit from that, thank you very much. But in all of that melee, there was a huge amount of people that were buying big amounts of beans and rice and what have you. And we did fall victim to that, thinking that there was going to be some kind of, you know, end of the world kind of crisis situation. We just finally finished up our bean and rice stash in 2020 and 2021. So yeah, I don't go all out for that, but I do keep a nicely stocked pantry. We probably have enough food to get Andrew and I by for 3 to 6 months, depending on how much family comes over, you know. Anyhow, give you a little brief view into some of my pantry items. Here we go. I'm going to be on the step stool, so you'll probably just see me, you know, around the middle. And I would like to tell you that I am, you know, really super organized, but I just kind of put things up there. So we've got everything from shelf-stable milk and some Spam, sliced jalapenos, baked beans, ramens because Andrew loves them and sometimes he needs a quick, easy lunch. We have condensed milk, fruits, relish, beans, you know, all kinds of stuff, vegetables, weird things I get at the store for free and don't know quite what to do with it. Yeah, got this. I'm still not quite sure what this is. And I haven't really been able, sauce and dressing, mild. Okay, well, we'll get to it eventually. Got this 50% off the other day. It's a caramel latte frosting. I don't know. It looked too good to pass up for 50% off. And just, you know, some canned chicken, some canned salmon, that kind of thing. Some various sauces and dog food. Yeah, it's all in there. Those are pretty much my canned goods. Okay, and this is my pantry. We've got some oats. We've got an open pasta. This is some breadcrumbs. These are Andrew's little cereals, and I like to do those in advance so I can just pull those out, set them on the counter, and all he has to do is add water. Back there we also have some raisins, some dehydrated potato hash browns, some brown sugar, cereal, pancake mix, that kind of thing. On the shelf we've got pancake mix, some rice, some all-purpose flour, some self-rising flour, some powdered sugar, that's what that is. Okay, rice, and this is like a short grain rice. Back there I also have some panko breadcrumbs, various things. Now this shelf is probably my favorite because these are my dehydrated items. Like we've got some dehydrated mushrooms in case I need those in a recipe. We have some dehydrated blueberries, things that I get on sale that may have, cut my head off, that may have, maybe I get them on sale and they look like they might be good for, 2 or 3 days, but I can make them last a lot longer if I dehydrate them. We of course have dehydrated strawberries. These are an excellent little treat, a little yum yum if you're hungry. Some miscellaneous dehydrated fruit. There's everything in here from pineapple and kiwi and plums and what have you. Butterscotch chips. Oh, these look terrible, but they are fantastic. And these are dehydrated clementines. I like those. I snack on those. Just super yummy and delicious. We've got wild rice and banana chips and popcorn and chocolate chips. I'm running low, so I took them out of the really big container, put them in this one. Yep. Then we have, let's put everything back where it belongs so I don't get in trouble. I just try to keep it as neat as possible. It's a very small pantry, but it's plenty really for the two of us. And then down here we have our snack attack section, and we have some biscotti and some crackers, some beef sticks, some granola. Oh, these are really good. Little ginger cookies. These are fantastic. Some chips, some tortillas. Some barbecue potato chips. Those are my favorite. Some graham crackers. Sometimes you just need a little yum yum. Anyhow, and then over here on this, it's a shoe rack. I buy them at Goodwill. I attach them behind doors all over the house because I always need a clip for something. I want to keep nice and fresh. And this just has rice and more brown sugar, a Sure-Gel packet, a Jell-O, all these little sauces and packs. I get these a lot. They'll be like 10 for $1 over at the Peoria Discount Grocery. Do I need another spice pack? No, I don't need another spice pack. I need another spice pack like I need a hole in my head. Anyhow, yeah. Just little bouillon, curry packets, little Knorr things, dip mixes. Anyhow, I think this is a great way to kind of keep everything contained in my itty bitty pantry. And yeah, there's chicken soup mix, whatever you might need, and it's loose or what have you. You'll probably find it on here. Down here on the very bottom, like some vegetable oil, a great big thing of baking soda, because can you ever have too much? Got this over at the Smart and Final. It was on sale for like $7, so I'm set. We've got Crisco cornstarch. I do keep a supply of non-fat dry milk because, heaven forbid, I should run out of milk. So, danger, Will Robinson. Potato flakes. And I know that fresh potatoes make the best mashed potatoes, but sometimes I'm lazy and I take a shortcut. And I actually just opened these the other day because I was hot and tired, and I made these and we enjoyed them. And I have to find a big container because I don't trust this cardboard container for long-term storage, and it will take us several months to get through those potatoes. And other than that, just carnitas sauce. This al pastor marinade. These are actually really tasty. I get those over at the Peoria Discount Grocery. The creamy Cajun. I haven't made that yet, but it still looks super good. There's some gravy packets in case, again, laziness factor. I just think that this is super convenient, and it holds all my little bits and bobs and what have you. So yep, that's my little tiny pantry, and we try to make the most of it. I did store canned goods in here at one time, but I didn't really care for it that much, and honestly, we don't usually eat that many canned foods, so they're in the uppers. I get into this daily. I need a little flour, I need a little sugar, I need something out of here, but I don't daily get up into the canned goods. We try to eat as many fresh items as possible, and so this is better. And this cabinet is really well reinforced, so I'm not worried about it falling down on me. I'm really just super thrilled that I could show you on the stepladder and I did not fall off. Yay, hooray, it's a Christmas miracle, baby. I also have one in my laundry room, and it holds all kinds of miscellaneous cleaners and brushes and what have you. Okay. I keep all of my canned goods up here, and for the most part we've got like turkey stock and dehydrated mixed vegetables, dehydrated onions, some dehydrated cabbage. This is some spaghetti sauce that I can. We have the green powder. Also, let's see. Up Periscope. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, we have some pickled green tomatoes. Those are fantastic. We've got, this is not canned. This is actually some moonshine. We have canned apple butter, peach butter, pickled coleslaw. This was strawberries in for a strawberry pie, green beans and carrots. I've got a little lemon sugar back there should the mood hit you. And dehydrated squash, and a couple of empty jars. Those are all my things. The green powder, some strawberry jam. There's just all kinds of little things back there. Okay, and then this is my spice rack. I have my emergency flashlight here. I have emergency flashlights in every room, and multiple sometimes. But I've got all my big spices up here, the granulated garlic, paprika, parsley, salts. There's things in there, but I never get up there because that's just wasted space as far as I'm concerned. A little bit of molasses and honey and all the good things. Yep, all the good things. I also store all of my vinegars and liquids and what have you in here, including a bottle of red and white wine for cooking. But pretty much your standard spices, everything from Italian seasoning to my homegrown and dehydrated cilantro. Tonisha shares. And then there's other New Orleans style seasonings because those are Andrew's favorite. Just regular stuff. I also have a fully stocked refrigerator. And And I also have, and freezer. We also have a beverage refrigerator. And I have 2 chest freezers. That's where I stock my sale meats. And they are really, really full. They're embarrassingly full. Anyhow, yeah, I don't really hoard food. I don't really hoard my bargains. We eat them. If someone comes to my house and says, "Hey, you got something," 9 times out of 10, I have it, and I am willing to part with it for you and whatever you might need it for. I also contribute to my local food pantry as much as possible. They've been there when we've needed help, so it feels good to give back. Anyhow, someone had requested a little pantry tour, and I told you would be terribly disappointed. Probably about 75 different cans of food, and then plenty of, of the staples. Just like everybody. Yeah. If you're a prepper, good for you. Hope that works out. I just don't have the time or energy for it. I can survive about 3 months. Beyond that, I'm hoping that my garden pays out for me. Now, I do have a nice supply of seeds. So hopefully I have enough foods to be able to get me by until I can get to planting. And that's really my, long-term solution to a crisis situation. What can I scavenge? What can I, right outside my door pretty much is a body of water from which I can, fish and forage and all of those things. I've lived in Arizona a long time. I'm not a bad forager. There's plenty of things in my yard that you can eat with very little preparation that are super tasty. And given the right season, I even could make my own mesquite flour. And I do save some of those pods and grind those up for like an emergency flour should I need it. Knock on wood. All right, my lovelies. Well, that's going to be it for me. That is my pantry tour and my shout outs. Hello, my lovelies. Thank you so much for everything. Thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Be good, be careful, and look both ways. See you tomorrow.